You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, yesterday I was actually making a video for the Black and White Network channel, and the border czar, Tom Homan, was actually on Will Cain's show. You guys know Will Cain. He actually used to be on ESPN. He appeared on First Take. And the border czar dropped the bombshell, folks, about the ICE officer that shot Renee Good. And in this little clip we're going to watch, folks, Will Cain brings up something that I mentioned in a previous video about namely Doc Rivers, that this man should be sued for defamation. Will Cain brings that up as well to the border czar. And it's not good news, folks, for the NBA, Doc Rivers, and Steve Kerr. Because these NBA coaches, instead of actually speaking about the game, and these NBA coaches have to speak to the media because of their contracts, but they decide, you know what, let me engage in the woke nonsense and lie. Especially Doc Rivers. Folks, I believe, man, if lawsuits are coming, and according to the border czar here, he believes they are coming, this could be the end of the NBA engaging in stuff that has nothing to do with the game. This could be the end. And we know, folks, when it actually comes to NBA coaches, Steve Kerr is the wokest. Now, Pop, he's no longer a coach. He's like a president or something like that, but I don't believe his health is that good. And Doc Rivers, the ultimate race hustling coach out there in the NBA. Well, they're going to get some bad news, man, at least according to the border czar here. Because, folks, that ICE agent, guys, he's in hiding right now. He's in hiding because him and his family are actually getting death threats from the left. This is absolutely crazy, guys. But let's go ahead and dive into this. Here we go. But first, check out blackwhitenetwork.com. Become a member. Memberships are just $10 per month. You get a 7-day free trial, or you can get the annual plan, also with a 7-day free trial. Me and Rhodes actually post member videos over there. We got like 4 member videos. Just put up one today over there as well. Support our work. If you would like to donate, we do have a donation tab right here as well. You can donate $5, $10, $20, whatever you want, even more. We appreciate it. And don't forget about your merch. Get your Black and White Network shirt, and the media is the real virus, 18% off. But if you become a paid member to the website, you do get a bigger discount. You guys will see that when you actually become members. We appreciate it. Thank you. So, right over here, guys. Nit Sorter yesterday, and this clip I use in my network video. The ICE agent who Renee Good attempted to run down in Minneapolis is now in hiding. We cannot let the terrorists win like this. There are wanted posters with his picture, license plate number, death threats. But in the middle of this, guys, actually the first part right here, Will Cain is asking about the NBA. Let's go ahead and play this.
When do I start seeing ICE agents, Border Patrol agents sue for defamation? Mostly I have been curious about, and really honestly, in some ways imploring the Border Patrol agents who were accused of whipping Haitian migrants by former President Joe Biden and former Vice President Kamala Harris, among many others, to sue them for defamation. It fits the classical legal definition of defamation. And now, to your point, you have all of these, not just politicians, but now celebrities and sports figures like head coaches in the NBA, Doc Rivers and Steve Kerr, calling this agent in Minnesota a murderer. And I do wonder what is holding back these agents for demanding accountability in the form of a lawsuit for defamation.
I think things are so bad now, where you're going to see that start happening. I've talked to a few people, and I think you're going to see it happening. And for this agent that was involved in the shooting, I think he's going to, wait for this investigation to pan itself out and wait for them to come out with actual facts, what happened. Then I think you may see him take action, because I know for a fact, now he has to be in hiding. I seen a post this morning on the way to the studio here with his picture, wanted for murder. It's beyond the pale. So I think you're going to see more of that happening now because they're way over the line. We always go, immigration enforcement's always been controversial. It's always been, tug at the heartstrings. I get it. But you know what? They're way over the line now. So I think you're going to see a lot more lawsuits coming here in the near future.
So this agent right now, Tom, is in hiding?
Yes. For the safety of him and his family. I mean, there are wanted posters with his picture, his license plate number, and the death threats against him and his family.
Yeah. So you guys saw that right there, man. This could be very, very bad news for the NBA. Very bad news. Because think of this, guys. If Doc Rivers, Steve Kerr, and the NBA are forced to actually come out and have to pay millions of dollars in defamation and also issue a public apology, that is the end of these coaches going out there spewing their politics out there when they're supposed to be talking about the game. And they're doing this on official NBA business at that. Now, in case you guys haven't seen it, this is what Steve Kerr said. And Say Steele, formerly of ESPN as well, says feelings over facts. Virtue signaling at its finest. Steve Kerr has made a habit of this, as has Doc Rivers, who is saying the same thing as Kerr about the Minnesota incident. Fascinating that both coaches were silent when Arena Zaruska and Charlie Kirk were murdered. Shocker. Yeah. So listen in to Steve Kerr right here, in case you guys haven't heard him speak on this.
Well, I'm glad that the Timberwolves, recognized, her life and the tragic nature of her death, and it's shameful, really, that in our country we can have law enforcement officers who commit murder and seemingly get away with it. It's shameful that the government can come out and lie about what happened when there's video and witnesses who have all come out and disputed what the government is saying. So very demoralizing, devastating to lose, anyone's life, especially in that matter. So it's terribly sad for her family and for her and for that city. And I'm glad the Timberwolves came out and expressed that sadness.
Yeah, so that was Steve Kerr right there. But in my opinion, Doc Rivers, way worse right here. Way worse. So listen in to Glenn Doc Rivers.
What happened in Minnesota was a straight up murder, in my opinion. And it's awful. This lady was probably trying to go home and she didn't make it home, and that's really sad. So the whole ICE thing it's a travesty. It's clearly, to me, we're attacking brown people, and I just happen to be brown. And I don't think it should just be brown people who are upset at this. I think we all have to be. I don't care what side of this thing you are on politically. What's going on in our country right now is absolutely wrong as far as the race stuff. The politics, I'm not going to get into. The race stuff, I will, and it's just wrong, and we have to do something. But the only thing we can do right now is keep speaking up, because it doesn't seem like they care, and that's troublesome. Last thing I'm going to say, because I don't want to stay on this, but I could. I keep thinking about kids, and when I grew up, the president was always the role model, and I think about that and the effect of being a bully, lying. How is that good for our kids? And that worries me for our future. So,
yeah. So you guys saw that right there. You saw that right there. Doc Rivers, man, straight up lying. I mean, this is unbelievable, man. Absolutely unbelievable. Now he was saying that, oh, she's just trying to get home. No, she wasn't. She was there all day trying to impede ICE operations, man. But this is what the NBA has come to, folks. This is what the NBA has come to, and now they may pay a severe price in the form of these defamation lawsuits. And I believe it's going to happen. It should happen. The NBA, man, has gotten away way too long demonizing police officers, especially, like the Jacob Blake shooting. They were lying about him. You had LeBron James trying to dox out a police officer who shot Ma'Khia Bryant, and that was actually justified because that cop actually saved a black life. I think now law enforcement has had it. And now I believe the NBA is going to pay a price. This could be the end, folks, of the NBA going down this woke road and speaking on stuff they have no business actually talking about. Talk about the game. Talk about the game. Now, I believe if David Stern was still alive and still the commissioner, you wouldn't see these coaches going out there doing this stuff. But Adam Silver, he is completely weak and he has destroyed the NBA. And now they're going to end up paying a legal price, folks. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we will catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.